Deja. Ya estamos por aquí. Guay. Vale. Esto a lo mejor empiezo a hacer es... Hola, mozo. Estamos... Aquí bajando un poquito de aquí. Buah, me acabo de jugar una partida de Hannah, mentor. No sabía yo que había que pillarse la mejora eso. Está rotísimo. Sí. Hostia. Sí, sí. De hecho, casi pierdo la partida porque he metido mentores 5 y no me daba ninguna sinergia. Y he palmado dos seguidas. Ah, yo qué tal, ya subo porque como la han nerfeado. Ya, eso es verdad. Eludir lo tenía ahí medio chetado. Me extraña. Puesto. Esta oferta no es para nada mala. Custom Show.
Welcome to the Custom Show. Here you can vote for your favorite vehicles of the week or register your customized ride to the competition to get rewards based on your ranking.
El... Hostia. El Aston Martin, el Vanquish. Del 2012. Sí, lo tenemos. Ah, que tengo que crearme yo la esta. Voy a poner una luna, parezco aquí moro. Ok. Tiene buena pinta, la verdad. Hola, qué guapo está este coche. Con las ruedas bien pintadas. Voy a botar a todos, ¿no? Ya. Hola, qué guapo. Ah, pero yo quiero estas cosas, tío. Porque no puedo. Voy a comprar el lote. Voy a quitarme el volumen. ¿Qué coche es? Qué cabrones son. No te dejan comprarlo solo con moneda del juego. Tienes que meter pasta. Que hijos de puta. El coche este está guapísimo, tío. Es que, tío. Hay que ser rancio, macho. Este las ruedas ahí de tronco. Hostia, pues se pueden hacer cosas guapas, Son unos cabrones, tío.
Resuming progression on the playlist.
Ahí está muy bien, la verdad. Y eso no me hace mucha gracia, la verdad.
To make the acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, the Ferrari F50.
¿Puedo mejorar este coche que antes no podía? No sé si es 700. Ah, ya no tengo el máximo. Eddie, ya está bien. Mario de Motorfest. ¿Dónde coño está? ¿Será esto la noria? Buah, que va. Luego a la tarde sí. Ahora...
The next one is bound to be breathtaking. A new playlist experience is here.
Se buguea la mierda esta.
Let's move on to another activity.
¿Y Pablo sabes dónde está?
You may now head towards the northern part of the bay to make the acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, the Ferrari F50.
Veces que el juego este pega unos tirones. Ala, ala, ala. Pues. Ni de coña. Sí.
You're here. Mr. Pignati Murano will start with a few words, then I'll take over. The Ferrari F40. Enzo Ferrari's ultimate vision.
Everybody recognizes it.
The Ferrari F40, second vehicle of the manufacturer to earn the prestigious supercar status, and a car that has shaken the motorsports industry to its core. Timed to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary, this Ferrari, bearing the apropos designation F40, was the last Ferrari automobile personally approved by Enzo Ferrari and made under the supervision of the Commendatore himself. The result is an aggressive car with animalistic behavior and a stripped-down interior befitting its obvious racing heritage. Brutal and uncompromising. A car that has since become the epitome of Ferrari's brand identity. A car that still is in the heart of many. The greatest sports car ever made. And again, at the time, the fastest Ferrari ever created. This is a machine that has a mind of her
Historia
own.
de que te cuentan en este
Talk to
juego,
her,
creo que no.
listen to her, find your common ground, and you'll get one of the best driving experiences of your life. Looks like you two had a deep conversation out there. Very well. This is how you make history.
Experiencia mandada no está.
I believe that you're now expected at the Hanauma racetrack. But first, let's get there with panache. Another special car is waiting for you.
Te soplan pasta por
You've tried two of the
Por
20th
existir.
century's most popular Ferraris. But when it comes to beloved machines from the 80s and 90s, there's another red horse that undoubtedly comes to mind. The unmistakable pop culture icon, the Ferrari Testarossa.
¡Hala! Por no mirar. ¡Hala, hala, hala!
When you ask people which is one of the most iconic cars that people remember, I think the Testarossa is definitely a
El crono.
The Ferrari Testarossa was quite the celebrity in her time. Movies, TV shows, magazines, and even video games, the Testarossa was everywhere, appealing to kids and adults alike. With its angular design, minimalistic lines, and signature side air intakes, this car was a poster child for aerodynamics. To be precise, the exact model Motorfest has put in your hands is the 1991 re-engineered version of the Testarossa, introduced as the 512 TR, featuring a redesigned interior and a refined exterior to improve its already spectacular lines. It looks like you're getting the perfect stretches of road between Maui and Oahu to take the whole measure of it.
Esto me voy a dar. Me estoy yendo a venir. Llevo ya mucho tiempo sin pegarme. Eddie.
This was quite a breath of fresh air and nostalgia.
¿Es la LOM? Hostia puta, qué pereza, macho. Por culo.
You're here. It's time for you to get a real taste of Ferrari's racing DNA. The drive that gave birth to the supercar bloodline. And for this racing-themed experience, I went again through my archives to select not just one, but two vehicles for you to drive. One after the other. Two machines from two different eras for two different racing experiences.
Pues no. Hay F50, yo eso lo tengo. Sí. Este coche es el que tengo mejorado. Sí. Hostia, no se puede salir, ¿por qué? Sí que se puede salir, perfecto.
Scuderia Ferrari in our history is extremely important.
Vamos. Hola, qué guapo está este
The
coche.
Scuderia is what started it all. To understand what fuels the creation of every Ferrari ever made, especially the supercars, the racetrack is an indispensable stop. Racing cars were Enzo Ferrari's passion and obsession. This is what led him to found the Scuderia in 1929, which has played a major role in racing history. And born from this racing division, Ferrari as a brand and factory of excellence was created a few years later. Racing is what led Ferrari to create cars, and eventually supercars. Without his racing spirit and passion, there would be no Ferraris as we know them. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 is the perfect vehicle for you to experience Ferrari racing as it felt back in the 70s, before switching for a car about 45 years its junior. There, for this second lap, you'll be driving the FXXK.
¿Pero qué es este bicho? El FFX este. De Ferrari.
This car is quite peculiar. Essentially a laboratory-enhanced version of La Ferrari, a supercar you'll get to meet later on.
¿Pero qué es esto? Menudo bicho.
It didn't compete per se, but
Ala, ala, que me voy,
insanely
loco.
powerful car was used for years as an R&D test car, allowing Ferrari to collect precious data to ultimately improve their next official racing cars, as well as the supercars.
Esto se usa para carreras, entiendo, ¿no?
A Ferrari so extreme that it can never be driven on the road, nor qualify for any kind of official competition. But it's still a racing machine through and through. more than a car. The FXXK
Ah,
is an
FXXK.
experiment for its makers and an experience for its drivers. This was a peek at Ferrari's glorious racetrack heritage. A
Oh, wow,
heritage
coche.
in which supercars are inextricably tied up. Marvelous race driver. A moment I'll be thrilled to relate and store in my archives. Now, let's get our focus back to our supercar lineup. With the GTO, the F40, and the F50, we've covered all the Ferrari supercars born in the 20th century. We'll now get to talk about and drive the more recent 21st century supercars. Well, I'll talk, you'll drive. Let's get back to Maui.
Su puta madre el coche que me ha chocado. Perdió el puto slalom. Tiene como Ferrari Hypercar. Joder. Me aguantado me da.
The next entry in our lineup and first supercar of the 2000s is a direct tribute to the Commendatore Enzo Ferrari. You guessed it. We're letting you get your hands on the 2002 Ferrari Enzo.
Ah, claro que estás en el Rambot. Bueno. Voy a tocar botones de aquí. Luego se pregunta que por qué las cosas le dejan de ir. Me he jugado antes en un...
And again, starting with a few words from our guest, Michele Pignati Marano.
¿Ha ido el Nando? Solo me jugado antes una con la de Deja Mentor. Dios mío, qué cosa más rota.
What was the next name?
Yo
The
estoy en
name
el de
was
Cruistazo directo.
Enzo Ferrari. I mean, it's the top of the names. You could
Luego me
be
meto. Pues si ya soy oro 3, gilipollas. ¿En serio? F29 que es el malo.
The Ferrari Enzo, fourth in the supercar bloodline, was just like her sisters before her, born from a strong desire to push
El que tienes tú, ¿no, Pablo?
even further. As the first Ferrari of the century, and with a Scuderia on top of the racing world, the Enzo was meant to strike hard and set new standards for Ferrari cars, or rather, for the whole sports car industry. With the will to design, once more, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, faster on the track but more civilized on the road, Ferrari went all out. And my word, did they deliver.
Pero tú tienes cockpit de ese, o como se llama, cockpit. Un volante a la mesa y a chuparla, ¿no? Como un hombre de verdad, hostia.
The uncompromising design by Pininfarina, featuring noticeable air intakes and an F1-inspired nose, gives this car her aggressive, decisive, and impressive looks, while the engine is nothing short of engineering mastery, as you'd expect. Add to that better handling, better carbon brakes, and electronics that make the car as reliable on an everyday drive as it is savage on the racetrack. The latest 21st century tech alongside the legendary Ferrari Fury. Nothing short of a new performance benchmark.
The new bumper.
Her name alone
Ala.
shows how confident Ferrari
Otra
was
hostia.
about this car.
¿No se mete al Discord?
Owning one of the 399 plus one Ferrari Enzos in existence is like owning a piece of car history. Or, dare I say, like owning a piece of art. Racing heritage, luxury, and exclusivity. This is Enzo Ferrari's legacy.
Eddie pequeño. Mentor. Kobuko Udir.
After the beautiful tribute that was the Ferrari Enzo, the world had to wait
De hecho es la que tienes que
10
pillar.
years
Te da un
to encounter
30%
a
más de
new
daño
Ferrari
y de
supercar.
resistencias.
But eventually, the next generation arrived, and once again, caught everybody off guard. I'm talking about a car named La Ferrari, the Ferrari in English, which is currently waiting for you north of Maui.
Es para toda la partida. Es que pega mucho, sí.
Then we'll talk some more.
Por eso quitas al Yasuo o al Udir. Quita al Yasuo. Es que encima esa partida he tenido muy buena suerte porque luego en los pickups que tienes que escoger, las mejoras estas de tablero, manda una mejora que era que si el Kobuko, si alguien stuneaba, hacía un 30% de vida máxima. De daño. Toda Hanna que está rota. Ala, 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 que me voy. ¿Y por qué un F50 no se considera hipercoche? Una hipercar de estos. ¿Qué? 6. Sí. Assist.
La Ferrari is the first Ferrari we have with an hybrid engine.
Qué pesado con contarme la historieta del coche y de sus muertos, que me da igual.
And you have
Mira, el hijo de Marcelo juega para España, ¿eh? Es que en verdad él nació en España y crió en España.
There it is. It's 2013, and a new supercar emerges from the Maranello factory. In an era of astonishingly intense competition, Ferrari still treated their rivals to a true tour de force. A car that reshuffled the cards yet again.
AP Puño, Blue y el Mata Gigantes.
The strongest naturally aspirated Ferrari V12 to date, marking Ferrari's first steps into hybrid technology. For the first time in the company's history, petrol and electric working together full-time to deliver unprecedented levels of performance.
Cuando tengas ya los 4 mentores, yo te recomiendo meter...
La Ferrari sports an
Cuando subes al 8, que te va a
energy
sobrar un
recovery
mentor,
system
metes un
that
Zix y te dan
constantly
Estratega
recaptures
4.
waste energy, stores it, and converts it into bursts of power when needed.
O Zix o cualquier otro estratega, el que quiera. Elementor 4, estratega 5, flipas. Porque la Hanna es estratega, ¿no? Puede ser.
With La Ferrari, some lucky people got to witness technology
A
peaking
Cuco
brilliance
hazle
at
full
both
tanque.
ends of the spectrum. Higher performance, lower consumption.
No.
Glorious achievement.
Bueno, le pone más escudo, en verdad. Que pierdes, ya.
The most civilized, but also the fastest and most exhilarating road car ever made by the prancing horse, La Ferrari. This was La Ferrari, the fifth and ultimate Ferrari supercar. Or is she? See, not so long ago, we would have called it a day on this playlist, right about here. After all, La Ferrari was the last supercar ever made, the final word in Ferrari supercars. But that's not true anymore.
Hacémoslo.
Like a lot of the Diamond Fangs, he started as an artist before he became a street racer. Rumor has it.
This was La Ferrari, the fifth and ultimate Ferrari supercar. Or is she? See, not so long ago, we would have called it a day on this playlist, right about here. After all, La Ferrari was the last supercar ever made, the final word in Ferrari supercars. But that's not true anymore. In 2024, Ferrari shook the automotive world once again by revealing the sixth supercar to bear the prancing horse. The news of Ferrari unveiling a new supercar was already more than
El
enough to
F50
get
este
any
le tira,
car enthusiast in the world on their feet. But the reveal of her name is what made everyone lose their mind. The Ferrari F80. An exciting time to be alive, isn't it? You should head back to the Ferrari Museum. Believe me when I tell you that something brilliant is about to be set in motion.
What makes Ferrari so
He
unique?
pesado, Michele Pignati, que me da igual, hombre, cállate. Pesado. Ala, conducción impecable en la primera curva ya se me ha ido. Qué bien.
Ferrari is a legendary sports car brand, born from the passion of a man. A passion for driving and racing. A passion for speed and competition. With the will to build cars, each one better than the last. Throughout the decades, this racing
Again.
DNA never faded away. It informs every single decision made by the prancing horse. It fuels the relentless drive to explore car technology, to push it beyond and make it evolve, to design the most incredible cars in the world. Jewels of the road, champions of the racetrack. Ferrari. It is cars that have become pop culture icons. Cars that share a special bond with millions of people. Whether you own a Ferrari or not, the name Ferrari rings like no other. It impacts and fascinates children and grown-ups alike. It is part of a collective consciousness. Ferrari cars are a vector for dreams. They're modern legends, both real and mythical, in a way. They're an idea of what a sports car is, in both fiction and reality.
Es reloj de 6.
Ferrari is, and this is putting it mildly, the epitome of luxury cars. With design that combines rage and glamour, each Ferrari is a piece of art. And from the higher end of the splendor spectrum, each drive is a statement. Essence of the racing spirit, pop culture phenomenal, state-of-the-art ambassador. The combination of all these attributes made Ferrari a car brand that reached millions of people and brought them together. People that have, over the decades, formed a community like no other. Devout, passionate, dedicated. Because once again, no need to own a Ferrari to be part of the Ferrari world. Through almost 80 years, Ferrari has shaped car history. And as I speak, it is shaping its future. A new chapter of the Ferrari supercars story is being written. Its title? F80.
It's a challenge to keep the legacy of the Ferrari brand alive, thanks to the passion that
This was our exclusive Ferrari experience. Now, time to get your reward.
Ferrari. A ver qué me dan. Que no sea uno roñoso. Tiene pinta de roñoso. GTO. ¿Qué es esto? A mí eso también me pasa, me dan siempre muchísimo subir.
How about giving a brand new playlist a go.
Aquí tengo un montón de recompensas por pillar.
New challenges unlocked. New challenges unlocked. New challenges unlocked. New challenges unlocked. Let's give the new playlist a spin. Cars are much more than just vehicles. And around the world, no cars evoke more emotion or generate more fantasy than movie cars.
Duro, ¿eh?
You've unlocked a previously locked playlist. Wanna give it a shot? Hello, driver. How can I help you? All right, let's move to the next objective. Cars are much more than just vehicles. And around the world, no cars evoke more emotion or generate more fantasy than movie cars.
Si tú lo dices. No.
That's why we're going all Hollywood for this new playlist. Motorfest is producing a movie, and they're offering you the chance to be the lead stunt driver.
El Lamborghini egoísta existe de verdad. Es la cosa más fea que he visto en mucho tiempo, ¿eh? Parece una pastilla. Hola, qué guapa la ballena esta. Sí, yo te entiendo, pero entiéndeme tú. Hostia puta. Hola.
You're about to meet our movie director. He'll pitch you the whole thing.
Bambut. Te tiene que salir un más. Te lo ha contado un pajarito del médico, ¿eh? El men que se fuma 9 paquetes diarios, tío. ¿Qué dice de hueso? Eh, al de creo. ¿Pero qué es ese micrófono, Pablo?
The entire
Se te ha puesto el micrófono en el mando.
soon. Ready for some on-set action?
Hostia, me compré el coche del Mario del GTA, macho. El empresario.
Let's see what's coming up.
Hola, hola. No, Carlos. ¿Carlos? ¡Carlos! ¿Carlos?
see what's coming up. Today, you're not just a driver, you're an actor too. In a movie produced by the Motorfest, driving a car is as much a part of acting as delivering a line. Your first co-star will be the 1968 Austin Mini Cooper, selected by our in-house mechanic and car consultant, Kaya Khanna. We're here. Rick will tell you everything you need to know about the scene. Good luck out there.
Si puedes, Pablo, cámbiate el micrófono. Que si puedes, cámbiate el micrófono. Pero tienes el Discord en...
All right, my friend, this is our first scene, so let's get one thing straight. Sure, your job here may be driving, but you still need to get into character. I want you to feel the scene. You hear me, champ? Remember, your name's Terry Jones. You're a small-time thief. You just robbed a pawn shop and you got a bunch of goons on your tail. Get yourself out of this mess and drive like you mean it. This is really happening to you.
Hola.
That lane on the road is called the video lane. That's where we need you to drive to get the best shots. Every time you see one of those, you follow it. Don't think twice. Come on, you got this. This is your character's everyday life. You're used to that stuff.
Hola. ¿Qué coño le pasa al coche?
Get on that lane right there. It's critical for the shot. Oh yeah, this will look great on camera.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How's it going?
Hey there, welcome to my set. Terry, this is our car consultant and mechanic, Miss Akana.
Yeah, call me Kai Man. Hi driver, how have you been since our little vintage garage experience? You did that playlist, right? So for this first scene, we got you an Austin Mini Cooper S. Maneuverable and lovely, this car's such a fun ride.
Fun ride before the high ride. Comes the first big stunt. You're gonna lose these guys with this next move, Terry.
I see what you're thinking. Okay, driver, better gun it if you want to make this work.
Nice! With that move, Terry's out of the woods. Just a few more seconds, and it's in the can. Cut! Looks like we got ourselves a driver, and a frickin' hell of an intro.
Great start, Terry Jones.
be the leading driver for a production like this. I hope you're getting into character, because we have a whole movie to make. Already getting ready for the next scene, and Kai got you your next killer partner, a 1970 Dodge Challenger. Another car that is no stranger to movie sets. You're up, driver. Listen to your movie director, okay?
¡Hala!
Now,
Un
don't
coche.
break a leg.
All right, buddy. You've made quite the impression on these first shots, but we're gonna need to confirm it wasn't just a fluke. With this second scene, the plot is thickening. You got scouted by the local kingpin. Goes by the name of Big Johnny. He's got a job for you, and you're not gonna wanna pass on this one, all right? The man asked you to show up at his country house to seal a deal. But first, he wants you to show him what you're worth with a little duel in the dirt. This is our turning point for our protagonist. His future will be decided today. We gotta feel this, you know what I mean? All right, we're going back, everyone.
Agarrar a ella. Me han hecho comprarme un coche para no poder usarlo, que bien.
Alrighty, so again, in this scene, things get real for Terry. You're facing Big Johnny's #1 guy, Mikey the Maniac. The big boss is putting you to the test, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. You gotta beat that guy.
This is exciting.
Ah, tengo que romper
I
cosas.
know, this is brilliant. I'm going for the long take here, my friend, so I want your focus all the way. The guy in the black car knows how to drive, and I told him to go all out. I want this to feel real, so go for it.
You got your own directing style, don't you?
Long shots, real feel, real pain. That's how Oscars are won.
Okay, Leo. Well, driver, if you want to please our friend Rick Scorsese here and make that scene look awesome, you gotta use that Dodge right.
That's right.
This is a Dodge Challenger RT first generation from 1970. This car is a monster among oldies and it ain't afraid of anything. The RT actually stands for road and track, so don't worry, it won't let you down.
I do dig the nerdy car stuff, but what matters is it's badass. That's why I picked it.
You mean why I picked it?
Whatever.
Watch that next turn. Your car may be versatile, but you still have to adapt your driving on dirt roads if you don't want to end up in a ditch.
The ditch is not an option. It's a battle of guts between Terry and Mikey the Maniac, and the chance for Terry to reach new heights. Give me everything, and don't be scared of playing dirty. It's a brawl.
Espero que no fuera a ganar la carrera, porque si no esto va a estar duro, duro.
You see these massive cameras floating around? These are for extra wide angle. On a Rick Martinez set, you go big or you go home.
Hey man, I was looking you up online. It says your actual name is Clarence Baker. Want to catch us up on this, Clarence?
This is not... I mean, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Jeez.
It also says you're actually from Chattanooga. Really?
Oh, come on! Come on, Terry, you're skilled and determined to nail this test. The job is yours for the taking. Seize it.
¿Va a ganar? No, sí. No, pues... De todas formas lo dejo ya por aquí. Mañana más y mejor.